Well, there you go. I just sent the new Turtonator his first customer. Bon voyage, safe journey, bye. Okay, so we fetched our latest beef packs back yesterday from the butchers, which wasn't a problem. And as usual, we contacted all our customers to give them 24 hours notice to say, it was coming. Everybody knew their packs were coming. Problem is, I got one guy who, through no fault of his own, is in Europe collecting an airplane engine on his lorry, so he can't pick his pack up. I've got another guy who's stuck in Wales and thinks he can't come out because of lockdown, so he can't pick up his pack. And I've got another one who'd forgotten he was having his pack, and he's filled his deep freeze up and he got nowhere to put it. So the last one, Simon, our climber, is having, so that doesn't matter for the last one. But I've got to find somewhere to keep 3 packs for the next week. One of them I know I can freeze, possibly 2 I can freeze because they're not far away, but one's got to go to London. The guy who's actually coming from, this is the lorry driver, he's coming from London to collect his pack. So I'd rather not freeze his, I'd rather refrigerate it. So that is this morning's little job for me, in amongst quoting for tree work and everything else. I'm going to see if I can go over to my parents and borrow, semi-steel, a bit of freezer space. Right, so that's boxes out of my van and into, well, what Holly calls her studio, what we call our kitchen extension. So this was an extension we built onto the side of the house to give us a porch for our boots and somewhere for the dogs to lie, because they got a nice underfloor heated, get off, room to get in and out of. But Holly seems to have taken this as her studio, so including our new fridge freezer, which I reckon I can use some of that space. So after all, it is my fridge freezer. Yeah, I ain't gonna get a lot in the freezer side, but I could do probably 2 boxes in there. So anyway, that is refrigeration sorted out. I just need a freezer. What we got in here? Anything in there? No. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, and I do get asked occasionally, what's in the box? I'll show you. In the box we have, what's that? Sirloin steak. What's that? That is minute steak, rump steak, sirloin steak, rump steak, sirloin steak, and then a minute steak, fillet steak, various joints, so there'll be silver side, top side. That's the only bone you'll find, which is a rib, the forerib. So the only bone you'll find in one of our boxes is the forerib. What's that? Feather blade braising. Okay, never heard that. So, and everything else basically gets turned into mince. So basically that's what's in the box. So all comes vacuum packed. So if it doesn't go in the fridge straight away, not the end of the world. So, right, Mrs. P's coming, so I better put this camera down and hide it quick. Right, let's go. Okay, so turns out one of my customers, my neighbour actually, can have his a bit later on today, so that's one less to go in the fridge, which is good news. I've done it again. Got in the car, so busy talking to you lot. Got to get the keys out. Hello, got this. Oh, here's trouble. Bit close. You are?
I didn't know if the gate needed to be used.
No.
Well, now I do. I will.
No, you can go up a bit, but you can't have my parking space.
I guess you can't park that way.
But you could have your mother's, because she's parked there.
Yeah, but is there a reason why you can't there?
Yeah, because there was a lorry parked in her space yesterday, so she couldn't.
So I can park that side.
Yeah. You won't get into trouble at all parking in her space. Not even a bit. How long you here for? How long you here for? Oh, probably be gone, so alright. Yeah. She's hiding from the camera, but at that distance, through a windscreen, no one can see her. Has she not got her face on? Oh. Incognito. Bye, Sam! Okay, so first job, I've got to shoot to town. Got to go and look at a bit of tree work, and then to the bank, and then to my parents to acquire a deep freeze. It's only a small one, but that's all I need. Well, it's 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm actually about half an hour ahead of my schedule, so the tree team are working about a mile and a half that way. And although I'm going that way, we could make a little diversion and just go and see what they're doing, because what they're doing is technical. Beep beep, yeah. Right, well I ended up staying there a bit longer than I thought. An interesting job where between me quoting for the work and actually just getting here, they put an extension on the house right under the tree, which has made life a little bit more difficult, but they appreciate it's going to take us longer because we now have pretty much nowhere to drop anything. Everything's going to have to be rigged down. So okay, so into Thornbury now, probably to my parents via to the farm, and we'll just have a quick look at the wheat if I've got enough battery, because that is getting low. Still pretty wet out there. Well, this side of the field last year we lost, or I'd say 90% of the crop down there because of the wet. We have had a lot of rain again. In fact, yesterday, was it yesterday? We had a couple of absolute downpours. I reckon we had an inch of rain in, well, it was minutes. The gutters of my house just couldn't take it. All my gutters were overflowing. But so compared to last year, we're kind of looking okay. It is mainly green, and that far field down through there last year wasn't green at all. That was just, well, it was shiny because it was full of water. Right, well, I don't have the right shoes for field walking, and it is wet, and there's no point in me filling my car up with a load of mud. But so far progress seems to be okay. Fingers crossed it stays dry enough, this can get away. Right, next job is off to my parents' garage and raid it for a deep freeze. Yeah, still something dragging underneath. I was hoping when I reversed it'd fall off. No such luck. I'll have a look on the old man's drive. I don't know what that is scraping underneath there. I'm going to have a look. Found it. Was it a stick? Sorry, Biscuit. I know it's your bed. Just don't tell Mrs. P.